Hey YouTube. Oh gosh. Hey YouTube. Oh man, it keeps freezing. Alright, hey YouTube. I think my video has finally stopped freezing. It's Cherise here. It's Monday. It's 5:33 a.m. I woke up at 3 a.m. with a fever and couldn't go back to sleep. I have a sore throat. I'm a little congested. I have like a very slight headache. And I've been coughing and blowing my nose so much that my abs are literally so sore. Like every movement hurts my abs, and yeah, not really feeling the greatest, but I'm gonna go to school anyway. I'm gonna teach anyway. Just pray that I can have patience and still give my students the same level of charisma and energy that I would give them if I were at 100% with my health. So as you can see, I already have my base on. I'm wearing the Maybelline Fit Me foundation in shade 368 Deep Golden. Really like the shade on my skin. I feel like it's comparable to the Fenty in 450. They're very similar. This is a little bit too deep for me. And the powders I have on top are making it look kind of ashy and gray, but it's really not ashy and gray, the foundation itself. I used the Boots No. 7 Beautifully Matte Makeup Base Primer because it has salicylic acid and I'm experiencing a breakout, probably just from stress and lack of sleep. Last week was very stressful, as you guys know. So let's jump into this tutorial. I'm actually going to be watching Tati's video while I do my makeup to recreate one of her looks. Oh, I didn't tell you what powders I used. I used my LA Girl Pro HD matte press powder and the RCMA no color powder. I use this one first to press in with my beauty blender so my makeup lasts all day with no touch-ups, and then I kind of go over it with this to add some color back to my face. And then for highlight, I use my Black Radiance Artisan Color Baked Bronzer and Ginger Snap. You guys know this is like my go-to Holy Grail, one of my favorite everyday highlighters, and I applied it very subtly just because the focus is really going to be on the eyes. So the look I'm going to be creating from Tati is the one that she did with the Natasha Denona Lila palette, I believe. Yeah, that's what she used. And I'm going to be using my oh goodness, see, look, I can't even think straight and talk. My Juvia's Place palettes to recreate the look because I have a lot of those same similar colors. So I'll actually be playing her video while I'm doing this, so you guys are going to hear what she's saying. I may fast forward through it. But the first shade I'm going to go in with is Burkina, which is like this medium tone brown right there. And this is from the Juvia's Place Masquerade palette. It's very colorful, very pretty. It has lots of purples, like the Natasha Denona palette does. So we're going with that shade on a Sigma Diffuse Crease brush. And I'm applying that kind of like as a transition shade. It's basically almost the same exact color as my skin, as my eyelids. But we're going to do exactly what she does. I really like the way that this look came out on her. I think it's so pretty, and purple's my second favorite color. And you guys know when I'm not feeling well, to like kind of give myself a pick-me-up, I like to just go all out with my makeup, and I woke up early and I have time today, so I was like, why not? I have no idea what I'm going to wear. I know what shoes I want to wear. I just need to figure out what's going to go in between the makeup, the hair, and the shoes. If I just wear all black, or I might wear black and white, I'm not sure yet. But yeah, I'm really not feeling too good at all. And she just put that there. You can hardly see it, so let's see what else she does.
And using that as the initial transition, but this is working. I'm going to go into the same color with a slightly smaller brush. It's a MAC 224, and just deepen things up a little bit closer
Okay, so she's using that same shade like you heard her. So I'm gonna go with the shade that's a little bit darker but still close to my skin tone, called Fulani. It's down here. I'm gonna apply that in the crease just like she did. Having to modify because I am deeper than her. Oh yeah, that's pretty though. We're getting the same effect with the shades I'm using. She put it a little bit lower in the crease, so that's what we're doing as well. Still very close to my skin tone, so you guys probably can't really see a difference, but in person I can. And layering your transitions like this is just going to make the eye look more seamless and more blended in the end. Okay, so let's see what she does next.
To the lid. I'm obsessed with this color, and I did not think it would even look close to what it is looking like. I'm going to go up a level and go to Nude Vino, take a tap of that same brush, and focus more on the outer edge and not take it all the way into the inner corner. Now comes the fun part. We're going to play with the purple. I'm going to start with a brush. I might end up using my fingertips. We will see. I'm going to take a MAC 242. Purple shade is called Amethyst. That's my first
She's using
stone.
a more flat
I'm not
brush.
even using primer on my eyes today, actually. So we're going to see how this goes. Just...
Okay.
Oh, there's...
Hold on, let me watch a little bit more.
With nothing. Yeah, fallout. Sucks. It did wipe away really.
Alright, so she just went in with a more bright amethyst purple, and I think a good alternative would be Makita from the Masquerade palette right there. And she's a flat synthetic brush. So I'm going to go in with the Sigma short shader brush. And she applied that to the outermost part of her eye. I believe from when I watched this last, she applies it to the outer and inner and does kind of a, not a halo eye. Kind of, sort of, you'll see. So we're going to apply that here. Honestly, I like to apply these shimmer shades with my finger. So I'm going to use my finger even though she used a brush. Because these are super duper pigmented. Probably should use a smaller finger. Using my middle finger. Applying that right there. The outermost part of my eye. Doing the same thing to the other side. This look is going to be quite colorful, which is what I need right now in my life. Something colorful, upbeat, because I'm really not feeling good. Like I'm actually kind of excited that it's Monday because after school today we are having a surprise baby shower for one of our vice principals who's pregnant with twins. We're super excited for her. She is someone that has really motivated and inspired and connected with me. She invests time in me. That's one thing I can say about my administration is that they really care about their teachers. Like, they legitimately care. It's not like fake caring. Like, you know, they actually speak to you. They want to get to know who you are and how things are really going and what you think they could do better, like genuinely. So that's what I love about my school. My administration is awesome. And if you're a teacher, you know that administration, I've talked about this several times, can make or break your work situation. It can make you hate your job if you have a terrible administration. Luckily, I don't have that. Love them. They're awesome. And she's always bragging on me too. Like, she loves the way I teach and how I teach and how I make it exciting and fun for the kids. Most of the time. I don't always get it right. But whenever she's observed me, I do. I try, you know? I try. Okay. So I think I've got that applied. Let's keep watching, see what Tati does next.
easily. I'm going to try using my finger to now press more pigment on, and next time I probably would have used some type of a stickier base. These darker shades, when they're this pigmented, they are going to have fallout. It's beautiful though. Very pretty. Now we're going to go in with...
Okay, so yes, she does put it on the inner and outer portion of her eye. I remember that correctly. So we're also going to do that. I would like to use a brush, but like I said, using a brush with this formula, you get more color payoff with your finger. I'm going to try to use this small little brush that I normally use for my inner corners to really apply it in this area of my eye. I might have to go with my finger though, because it's not coming off as pigmented as I would like in this area. Nola, I'm sure you can hear her moving around on the bed. You can hear her jingle and jangle. Okay, so yeah, this brush is actually working out better than I thought it would. And you also want to make sure that you adjust for your eye shape if you need to. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. I really love the month of October. I'm so happy that it's right around the corner. I just love fall. I really do love fall. Okay, I'm going to use the same brush to apply some to the outer portion of the eye as well, just to make sure that everything is, you know, working together, looks the same, seamless, all that good stuff. There we go. Let's see what she does next.
Cyclone, and I am just going to use my fingertip for this part. It's going to work best. I'm going to go right where my eye is, move up. Oh my god, ignore my manicure. I need to fix that today. Don't judge me, I'm human. Whoa.
Okay. So she goes in with like this kind of pinky shade called Cyclone. And I think that the shade Calabar from the Masquerade palette is a good dupe for that. So she uses her finger to apply that to the center of the lid. That's what I'm going to do with the same middle finger. And she starts lower and works her way up. That's what I'm going to do as well. This shade is super metallic and shimmery and really pretty. Okay. I'm going to take that little brush that we're using with the purple shade. I'm going to blend the edges so that everything is nice and seamless, nothing is too harsh. You see that? How that changed? Made a difference. Okay. Loving the way this is turning out. I want this one to be a little bit more bright. You can just gently tap your finger over if you want to make it pop a little bit more. Then take the purple, blending out the edges. Okay, let's see what she does next.
We're going to take a spritz of the Morphe try again, Tati. We're going to take a spritz of the Prep and Set from Morphe. I am really enjoying this. I love the mist on here. And we're going to go into the shade Magnolia on an itty bitty brush. And we're going to halo the halo. This kind of a look always looks really crazy.
Alright, so then she went in with a goldish shade called Magnolia on, she haloed the halo on her lid, so over top of the kind of pinkish shade that we have down. I'm going to use the shade Dahlia from the Masquerade palette. We're going to stick to the Masquerade palette down here. It's not as gold, it's more champagne-y, but it's just as pretty. She wet her brush. I'm not going to wet my brush just because Juvia's Play shadows are so pigmented, I don't feel like they need it. So I'm just going to tap in there with the same little brush. And she applied that right to the center. Right over top. Halo the halo. I'm also noticing that in her crease, the browns that she put down are a little bit more prominent. So I'm going to go back in with that fluffy brush and take Fulani and blend in the crease a little bit more. Uh-oh, it's kind of covering up our lid work, which is what I did not want to happen. It's kind of not deep enough. I need a more rich brown shade. But I'm really liking how this looks. I'm just going to take that brush and go into Calabar, the more pink shade, and layer some of that around the edges of that gold shade that we just put down. Just so that all of the colors are showing through and the halo of the halo is actually apparent. Yes, there we go. Really pretty. See what she does next.
Crazy until you have liner and lashes on, so hang tight for that. I do want to go on the lower lash line with that purple, so I'm taking a small brush and I'm just going to line. I'm going with the shade Viola, which is one above Amethyst. Now that is an impressive shade.
Alright, so she goes in with a different kind of purple on her lower lash line. Let me get back to the video. Flipping back and forth. I really like the way this looks though. It looks really pretty. She goes in with another shade on her lower lash line and she's like lining the eyes. I'm just going to use this brush because you guys know I like to use the same brushes. So I'm going to go with the shade called Zabo. It's a matte shade and it's very similar to the color that she uses on her lower lash line. So we're just going to blend that there using that same little itty bitty brush from, I think it's the Coastal Scents brush. It's like a pinkyish purple, as you can see. So we are doing a dupe / recreation of a look using the Juvia's Place Masquerade palette for in place of the Natasha Denona palette that Tati's using in her video. And really, it's looking very similar. Making sure to get that all over the lash line. Really, really, really nice. Look at that. That's, oh, this is so pretty. For the crease, just for the sake of time, I'm going to go into the e.l.f. J-Glow palette by Jackie Aina. What's this? And I'm going to use the brown that they have in there, that nice deep brown, to deepen up my crease. A little bit more. And then I'm going to have to touch up the purple. Just so that it's not naked up there. We don't want it to look like there's nothing in the crease. I'm kind of tapping and then blending out. Hopefully y'all can see that. Okay. Going back in with that little brush, I'm taking Makita, that purple, the first deep, rich purple that we applied on the inner and outer portion of the eye, and I'm touching out the outer portion because in blending out the crease, we kind of lost a little bit of that richness out here. There you go. See how that helps to bring it back. There we go. So now we have all the different colors and tones showing like they're supposed to. Let's see what she does next. Loving this eye look. So pretty.
Oh my god. A little more prep and set. I'm going to take the lightest shade in the corner and we're just going to highlight. Alright.
Okay, so she highlights her inner corner with a very light shade. So we're going to take the shade Giza right here. Oh, well, let me go back to make sure I'm showing y'all. There we go. Giza. We're going to use that for the inner corners. Literally, this is coming out exactly like hers. So please go watch her video so you can see that. If you're thinking about getting the Lila palette, you could just get the Juvia's Place Masquerade palette for a fraction of the cost. So I'm going to use that same little brush that we just used to apply Giza to my inner corners. And she sprays her brush, but I'm just doing this without spraying it. Because like I said, I feel like Juvia's Place shadows don't need to be sprayed to perform with excellence in high quality pigmentation. Like so.
Now this is starting to look really, really beautiful. I'm going to pop on some liner and lashes and I will be right back. Liner and...
Okay, so I'm going to put a little bit more of this Giza shade into the tear duct area because it's really pretty. I really like it. And it's kind of mixing with the purples and it looks so pretty. I also feel like there's something in my tear duct over here that I need to get out. Did I get it out? I didn't. So she did liner and lashes, so we're going to do liner and mascara. Nothing too. Oh, this is so pretty. In person, it's even prettier. I just want to intensify the lower lash line, so I'm using that same brush, going to the same shade Zabo, and I'm just going to go over it again to really make sure that it's intense. There we go. Wow. So pretty. This is the look I've been talking about recreating. So time to go in with liner. We're going to be using the Wet n Wild Mega Liner. And this is perfect timing. Really trying to lift my eyes out here. And do a really small wing, like so. I don't want anything too crazy, and I'm only going halfway in on my eyeball because because I don't want to cover up the lid colors. Just like that. Let's see if you can get the same sort of thing on this side. Ooh, a little too much product. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. Okay, we're gonna need to fix that. There's a little bit too much product underneath. There we go. That really helped out. I'm just trying to push it. There we go. See how that kind of cleaned it up a little bit? So this one's a little bit thicker. Trying to get my eyes to match. You guys know this is a struggle for everyone when it comes to liner. Okay, that's good enough for me. There we go. Okay, we are done with liner. Really cute line. And we're going to go on with the Maybelline The Falsies Push-Up Drama Mascara. I've really been loving this mascara. And I like to really build it up for my more dramatic looks like today. And to do that, you want to apply a coat and then let it kind of dry and then come back and do another coat when it's almost dry. So we're only going to do 2 coats so that the lashes don't get too clumpy. So that's coat number 1. Be very, very, very careful. So that's coat 1. Go into the lower lashes. Being very careful not to get it on the eyeshadow look. Loving the way that this came out. So pretty. I feel like purple looks really good on brown eyes. And like all skin tones wear purple. So that's 1 coat on the upper and lower lashes. We're going to let that dry. We're going to move on to lips. Let's see what lip color she has on.
Lashes only made things more impressive. I am loving this look. I did throw a teal liner in the waterline from Mark.
Oh yeah, I forgot she did that part. Let's let this kind of dry. I do have a teal liner. And she talks about this as a dupe. It's the L'Oreal Silkissime liner. Where is it? I have my black one up here. I know I have the teal one. Where is it? Let me see if I can find it. There it is. Found it. Oh, excuse Excuse me, guys. Oh, it's called True Teal. And she talks about this as a dupe. She uses Marc Jacobs. We're using L'Oreal. So I'm going to apply that into my lower waterline. And then we'll go with our second coat of mascara. She has on like a glossy-ish nude lip, and I think that'll be pretty. Let me sharpen this. It's kind of dull. Let's not end up crying or stabbing myself in the eyeball. And I'm using my NARS sharpener. It's one of the best, I think, that's out there. It is an investment, $12 for a pencil sharpener, but it works. Wow. So the whole thing just came out. Wow, that's a lot of product, though. Not mad at it. So you just saw that. Well, the tip is sharpened now. Hopefully it glides on. It's not wanting to go on, which is not normal for this formula. Usually it glides on super easy. Yeah, it's not wanting to apply. But this is the dupe she talks about, and these are normally really great. I don't know if it's just too old or what. What's going on here? It doesn't twist up, I don't think. Look, I just want this to be right in the waterline, but it's not going on there. So you know what we're going to have to do? We're going to have to use a turquoise eyeshadow and do this, which is fine. Luckily, there's one in the Masquerade palette. We're going to go with the shade Zola. I'm going to put that in the waterline using this e.l.f. small smudge brush. It's really dense and stiff, so it can apply eyeshadow like liner, tapping off the excess. I'm actually just going to tap it on. Oh wow, that is so pretty. Took the look to a whole new level, guys. Oops, I just tapped some on my eyeball. Olive. Literally tapping this right onto the waterline. Look how pretty that is. Ooh. The only thing about this brush is it's kind of pokey because it's so dense. Ooh. Okay, tears, don't come. Tears, please don't come. Of course, I'm a perfectionist, so I'm going in with another layer on this eye because I feel like it's not as opaque as this eye. Y'all see how pretty this is, though? Ideally, you want to do this before you put on your lower lash mascara because it does kind of get on your lashes a little bit. But, you know, we'll make it work. Look how pretty that is. Guys, this look. Tati. Her creative juices were flowing and she created something absolutely gorgeous. So, this whole look was created using the Juvia's Place Masquerade palette instead of the Lila palette from Natasha Denona for a fraction of the price. Time to go on with that other layer of mascara now. So this is the last layer I'm going to go in with. Oh, it's 6:07. We're getting close to time. And it's amazing, like, how I feel better just from this whole process of doing my makeup. Like, it is, like, therapeutic for me. I just enjoy makeup so much. It's so much fun. Oh, look at my lashes. This mascara is so good. You just need to layer it properly so it won't get too clumpy. And going back onto the lower lashes for the last time. Very carefully. Y'all see these lashes. This mascara. It's one of my favorites. I hooked one of my best friends, Liz, onto this mascara. Y'all have heard Liz's voice in a YouTube video before because we were roommates in college, her senior year, which was my first senior year. I had like 2.5 senior years in college because it took me 5.5 years to graduate. Okay. This look is so pretty. I hope you guys have enjoyed it. I already know what I want to wear on my lips. Oops, that's not what it is. I want to wear Crazy for Coffee from Maybelline. This lipstick is almost gone. Such a pretty color. Such a nice nude for deeper skin. So this is the finished look, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Please go watch Tati's video. I'm going to link hers down below. And I want you to tell me if this palette dupes that palette when creating this makeup look. Of course, I didn't use lashes. I love that it's matching my shirt. I'm not wearing this shirt to school, though. Let me know what you think. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this Makeup Monday. Please pray that I feel better and that I don't pop off on somebody today because I feel like that could happen because I'm really not feeling that great. I'm going to make some coffee. I already drank water. I already had green tea. Make some coffee, get dressed, and go to school. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I am loving, obsessed with how this look came out. It looks just like hers, but the dark skin version and the more affordable version. Again, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye, YouTube. Oops, I forgot I wasn't wearing a liquid lipstick that dries down all the way, so I just got lipstick on my fingers.